Nikisha Barnes, welcoming you to the Show Me the Money Call. We are so excited that you are here today, and we have absolutely a phenomenal testimony that you have to listen to. So if you haven't already, go ahead and send out your last text messages, emails, tweets, Facebook messages, whatever you got to do. Get everybody you know on the line because we are here and we are ready to get this party started. But before we do, go ahead and give us a shout out. Let us know who you are and where you're calling from. Denise Moore, Dayton, Ohio. All right, we got Ohio in the house. Welcome to the call, my friend. Who else do we have out there? Let us know who you are and where you're calling from.
Cecilia Hill, Dayton, Ohio.
All right, Cecilia, welcome to the call. Who else is out there? Let us know who you are and where you're calling from.
Marsha Parrish, Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, we got the ATL in the house. Welcome, 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 my friend. You guys, this is going to be the call of a lifetime. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so excited, and we're going to get started in just a minute. But before we do, go ahead and let us know who you are and where you're calling from.
Jeannie White from Columbus, Ohio.
All right, Jeannie, welcome to the call. Welcome, welcome. Who else is out there? Let us know who you are and where you're calling from.
Akisha, Berkeley, California.
Oh, yeah, it's my girl, Nikisha. It's Nikisha. I love it. I'm sure that people mix our names up all the time. Welcome to the call, my friend. I'm glad you're here. Who else is out there? Give us a shout-out. Who are you and where are you calling from?
Pearl from Dayton.
All right. We got a lot of people in Ohio on the call. We are super excited that you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, my goodness. I know Mr. T's going to cut me off soon. Woo-hoo! I love it. I love it. Go ahead and send out those last messages before Mr. T cuts me off.
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
Dad, we know you're out there in this line. So packed. Obviously, I have been spraying my D-Boost and Cell Energy, so of course I'm going to be out of control, but I have to move myself out of the way and calm down because we have a phenomenal call today. But before we get started on the call, I want to introduce Mr. T. If you haven't already met him, he's a dynamic leader in this organization. And not only is he a leader in this organization, but he's been in other network marketing companies. He's been consultant to network marketing companies. He's done so many different things, but one of the things that I get really excited about when he comes on the line is that he has planted his flag with 10. And he did so because he knew this is a company of integrity, and this is a company that is going to make you rich beyond your wildest dreams, which I'm sure we can all appreciate on the Show Me the Money Call. So, Mr. T, have you made it to the line?
I am here, Nikisha. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you clear as a bell, Mr. T. Take it away.
All right. Thank you so much, Nikisha. Appreciate that introduction, folks. Get ready. Get your popcorn ready. This is going to be an exciting call. Let me just do a quick mic check on the host line before we get going. Miss Jeannie White, are you on the host line? Okay, I didn't hear it. Jeannie, you probably have to dial back in. I text those instructions. Make sure you follow those. Get back in, and if you have any problems, I'll call you and make sure and patch you in. But folks, you want to hear this testimony. I want to make sure we have Miss White on the host line because you do not want to miss what she's getting ready to share. Folks, we're talking about a 12-year-old company here with Team Effort Network. Our sister division, My Video Talk, has been in existence 10 years, debt-free, over 20 millionaires in 70 countries, folks, close to 500,000 representatives. Mel and Amy have been able to do that with our technology division. Then in February of last year, we were able to launch TEN. 10, yes, 10. And folks, we're going to be selling our first year anniversary here in March in Vegas. And I know I got people saying, Mr. T, I can't wait to see you there. I can't wait to be there. I can't wait to pick up my keys in Vegas. Folks, we got so much momentum going on right now. Now is the perfect time to be a part of this beautiful opportunity. What I'm going to do right now to help get this show on the road, we're going back to Cali. We're going to North California. And my good friend, Nikisha Melford, doing just a great job out there. Always love when she breaks down these amazing sprays. So, Nikisha, why don't you come to the line and break down these sprays for everyone?
Woohoo! Absolutely, Mr. T and Nikisha. I'm so excited to be here and honored to talk about these products. They are fabulous, and they're getting so much attention because of the results that we've been hearing about, and they just keep pouring in. I mean, an unprecedented number of people telling us what these sprays have done. And some of these stories, like you're going to hear today on the call, they're absolutely crazy. But you have to believe it and go ahead and get some results yourself. We want you to get on these sprays, and here's why. Because it is time. We are all in the right place at the absolute best time. That's right now. There are billions of people on this green planet that have trouble swallowing pills, and quite frankly, I don't know of any soul who actually likes to. What we're talking about here are these phenomenal intraoral spray products. They're fast, and they are the most convenient way to deliver micronutrients into your system. They're sprayed right into your cheek. Your cheek then mimics a sponge, delivering these high-quality ingredients that 10 packs into these sprays. It goes right into your glands and then right into your bloodstream. Within 5 minutes or less, you have your daily preventative nutrition going to work on your behalf. It's absolutely amazing. And these products, they are driven by results. And we say that tongue in cheek, but you know what? You can't argue with results. You just can't. We are not here to diagnose, prevent, cure, or treat disease. But what we do is we offer these testimonials so you can make your own decision. What we're talking about are 5 intraoral spray products. And the magic with these, and it's not even magic, we're talking about basic biology here, folks. Basically, what it is 98 to 100% of these ingredients, the magic in these ingredients is delivered into your bloodstream, and that's compared to, let's say, less than 20% with pills. And we could go on and on and on, but any other delivery method that you could think of, intraoral sprays, tops that list. It trumps those other delivery methods, your gel capsules, your pain patches, the nicotine patches, the patches that you put behind your ear. It's just absolutely phenomenal what you get with intraoral sprays. Our first product is D-Power. D-Power, and I'm going to try to keep it short so we can get that testimonial on here because it's absolutely fantastic. D-Power contains vitamin D3, the sunshine vitamin, and it also contains vitamin E, which is a powerful antioxidant. D3 is responsible for a whole lot more than bone health. And just to name a couple and keep it moving here, we're talking about things like asthma, which nobody even knew was a vitamin deficiency. You need to have a certain level of vitamin D3 in you just to be able to fight off cancer and to cause those cancer cells to commit suicide in your system. Autism, periodontal disease, schizophrenia, and depression. And I could go on, but I'm going to move on to our B-Boost. My goodness, B-Boost is phenomenal. You heard Nikisha Bond. She is on that B-Boost. And then let me tell you, it is sustainable. The energy that you get is safe, it's natural, and you cannot ask for a higher quality ingredients when you're talking about our sprays. So with vitamin B12 deficiency, you have to watch out for quite a few things. Cardiovascular health is one of them. One of the things that are at risk when you don't have the proper level of B12 in your system: depression, osteoporosis, periodontal disease, chronic fatigue, on and on and on, mood changes. It's just stunning the things that go wrong when you don't have the proper basic nutrition inside of your system. And B3, B6, and B12, all 3 of those are actually in that one spray. You get a phenomenal value with this spray. It's just absolutely amazing. Our next phenomenal product is our Slim by 10. And just yesterday, I noticed that I must have lost a couple more inches because it is absolutely phenomenal. I can give a testimonial about this product here. It is a phenomenal natural ingredient weight loss supplement product. It contains 5 powerhouse ingredients: Garcinia cambogia, African mango, green tea extract, and green coffee extract. It has no caffeine, which is pretty amazing for a weight loss supplement. It's safe for diabetics. Garcinia cambogia is the number 2 appetite suppressant. It also contains Carolina fimbriata. I almost left that out, but it gets me so excited because it's the number 1 appetite suppressant. So you got the number 1 and number 2 in there fighting off those cravings and whatnot, and you're good to go. You a lot of testimonials that I hear, they say that you need to, that what people are doing are actually forcing themselves to eat something. So it's absolutely amazing what it does. The green tea extract and green coffee extract is burning the fat like crazy. The Garcinia cambogia, what it actually does is it blocks the fat-making process. The African mango, it cleans you out discreetly so that you don't feel tethered to the bathroom, and it helps to shrink your waistline. And this product does a whole lot more, but I'm going to move on to our next spray, which is our Super Tan Spray. And that name, oh my goodness, it's appropriate. It has 10 superfoods in it: aloe vera, maki berry, goji berry, acai berry, 5 HTP, ionic minerals, astaxanthin, phosphatidylcholine, phosphatidylserine, and green tea extract. That's a mouthful, but hey, you have no clue, because this spray is absolutely a game snatcher. It's just amazing what it does. It fights inflammation. It fights the toxins in your body. I could go on and on and on and have a separate presentation for that product alone. I'm sorry, and actually all of the sprays. I'm getting a little too excited here, so I'm going to move on to our 5th spray, rounding out our group of sprays. And by the way, there are more on the way, and I cannot wait for Las Vegas, because I hope that's when it's going to be revealed, because I can't stand myself. So our Cell Energy is our 5th spray, and it contains glutathione, resveratrol, and alpha-lipoic acid. Alpha-lipoic acid is amazing. It works with glutathione, which is the number one antioxidant that we need in our bodies. But nobody knows about this stuff. It is quite crazy, because it's a natural ingredient that the liver produces naturally, and it's responsible for keeping our cells protected from toxins and things that oxidize the cells. So if you don't know about it, when it's being depleted, you're not putting it back in. So it's absolutely imperative that we get these things in us, and they're in this spray. And that's not all. There's resveratrol, and that's, like I said, resveratrol in that spray. Resveratrol is absolutely phenomenal. I feel myself getting a little way too excited. I haven't had the bee boost, but I did have that Cell Energy, and it's got me going. It contains a natural caffeine. It's like having an immune system in a bottle. It's hands down game changing, game rewriting, which is what this company 10 is doing right now. Mr. T, I'm going to turn it right back to you, because it's getting dangerous.
Thank you so much, Nikisha. And folks, you hear the excitement in Nikisha's voice. I can tell you, it has literally changed her life. That's why she is so excited. I mean, there was at one point where she couldn't even get out of bed. Now you hear her on the phone. She's coaching basketball again. She's out there just living life again. And Nikisha, we'll have you break down your testimony one of these days here in the next upcoming weeks. But again, fantastic job. What I'm going to do now is try to open up for our testimony. If Miss White did make it to the host line, I think she's on the other line, so I may have to open it up real quick.
I'm here.
Oh, there you are, Miss White from Columbus, Ohio, one of our newest Diamond members. Folks, I tell you, they are just doing it and doing it well out there in Dayton and Columbus. Miss Denise Moore, Miss Vicky Soto, and the rest of the crew. I know Dr. Dale Wafer's coming out there for a Super Saturday soon, but our guest for tonight is Miss Janine White, and I had the privilege to meet her a little earlier. Folks, we hear testimonies all the time. We have amazing testimonials, from diabetes to weight loss to, pain, and you name it. And again, we're not making any medical claims, but we ain't never heard nothing like what you get ready to hear tonight. So, Miss White, just so excited to have you on the line. Why don't you just take your time here and break down how you went from a customer to a diamond pack and everything else in between. Miss White, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you, Mr. T. Hello, everyone. I would just like to start by saying October the 20th, I went to Dayton, Ohio to pick up my girl, Cheryl Lynn, who introduced me to all of you wonderful people. And we were going to a hair class. We are contracted managers in the hair industry. And From Dayton to Cincinnati is about a 45-minute ride. So she was tortured with all of my tears and my sadness and probably 3 cracked windows because I smoked all the way up and I smoked cigarettes all the way back. And Cheryl and I, we normally see each other and we'll go to the mall or something and do some girl stuff. And when we got back to Dayton, and mind you, my tears all the way up were tears from my first cousin, whom was the owner of the day spa that I worked at. She passed away in August from stage 4 brain cancer. So with all those things going on in my head and surrounding my family and my life, we returned to Dayton, and she said, let's not go shopping. Let's take that money, and I want to introduce you to something. She said, I can't tell you how it works. I can't tell you the ingredients that are in it. She said, Jeannie, all I can do is share with you what it done for me. She was going through something, and she met this wonderful lady named Denise Moore, and Denise Moore introduced her to this spray. And she said, what I want you to do is just try it. And I'm going to text you, and every time I text you, I want you to spray. So we go over to Denise's house, and I'm pouting. I said, I don't want to meet nobody, Cheryl. I said, I want you to tell this lady that I'm 51, I'm a smoker, I'm depressed, I can't sleep at night, and it's increasingly getting worse with the cigarette smoking because I'm not a chain smoker. I don't buy a pack of cigarettes every day, but it's that thorn in my side that was a comfort to me because keep in mind, I don't know who's out there listening that smoked or smoke. I enjoyed it when I had adversity in my life. So Cheryl Lynn went in and talked to this lady for a few minutes. She stuck her beautiful head out the door and she waved at me, and I dropped Cheryl off and I went home. Every few hours for the next 3 or 4 days, Cheryl Lynn would text me, spray. Cheryl Lynn would text me, spray. After day 3, I didn't realize that I wasn't smoking a cigarette. I didn't realize it took 3 days for me not to realize that I hadn't smoked a cigarette. I did not realize that I was sleeping without taking a over-the-counter PM something. Give me a sip of NyQuil. Give me a Advil PM. I did not realize after a week that urge when things wouldn't go right for that day to pick up a cigarette. I did not realize that if something came up and I was anxious, sad, tired, and those are normally the recipes for me to pick up and smoke, I wasn't doing that. So I don't know which one of these sprays I can shout out and say, hey, guys, this is the one, because Denise Moore sent me home with a Super 10. She sent me home with the Slim. She sent me home with the D, and she sent me home with the Big Eyes. And Cheryl Lynn and Denise have saved my life. I parent both my parents, and that's anxiety all in itself. My mother has Alzheimer's, dementia, pardon me. My dad has Alzheimer's, and I parent them daily. My mother is in the house with me. So that's a good reason after she gets in the bed, I wouldn't be talking to you guys. I'd be outside freezing or hot or whatever the temperature was, smoking. October the 20th, I haven't had a cigarette since. I sleep through the night. I haven't taken over-the-counter PM anything, guys. And I just want to say, thank you. I'm the bomb. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Amazing. Amazing. So you say October 21st.
October the 20th.
20th. Wow. Folks, is the saying true or not that we have a spray for that? Miss White, I mean, this was, I don't even know what to add to what you just shared with us. All I can say is thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep up the great work. Keep sharing these sprays, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you at the top over here in 10. If you need me, I'm here for you, but you got some good support, some of the best support out there. Keep it up, and we're looking forward to part 2 of your testimony. Folks, let's give it up for Miss White, Columbus, Ohio. Thank you so much.
Woo-hoo.
Absolutely. Next up, folks, man, I don't even, the transition is so hard after hearing something like that, but we're going to take it back to Cali again. This time we're going to Southern California, back to Miss Nikisha Bond. Miss Nikisha, are you there? What do you have to say about that?
What can you say about that, Miss White? My word. A woman after my own heart. Woo-hoo. I am so excited for you. This is why this is the most incredible opportunity that you are ever going to hear about, because it's that type of testimony that we are hearing almost every single day from people who try the sprays, people who are suffering, people who are hurting, people who are just down and they could not figure out how to get up. And all of a sudden you start to supplement the body, like Nikisha said, with these high quality premium ingredients, and you start to see a difference that the body can do when it starts to heal itself from the inside out. And here's the thing, you guys, you know why Nikisha says that most people don't take these types of ingredients? That's because they're very expensive. When you're talking about things like glutathione, they're the only spray vitamin that has glutathione in. When you're talking about Garcinia cambogia, these things are very expensive. And one of the things I love that Mel and Amy did, because, you know, if you guys don't know their story, their background is that they were looking for help for their daughter who was vitamin D deficient. And, you know, she's, little kid, she's not going to take pills. And so that's how they came across the sprays. So they wanted to price them so that they could be affordable. And they priced them at $25 retail cost, as low as $25 retail cost. And your cost is $12 to $15. So that is a huge, huge profit margin that you can make. And you can see it right now. People are selling out of their sprays before their sprays even get to their house. They're handing them out to friends. They're handing them out to family. They're literally going around and handing a little spray bottle into people's hands and changing people's lives. And that's what makes it so exciting. And when you start to couple that with this opportunity, this amazing compensation plan, that's when you can see how big it is. Now, I don't want to take away from what Miss Jeannie did, so I'm just going to get you guys right to the point and tell you how much you can make. So here's the thing. So first you have your retail portion. And the great thing about the retail portion is you're not going to end up with tons and tons of sprays laying around your house. Well, actually, you do have tons and tons of sprays, but it's just because they're empty bottles, like me. Anyways, but you're not going to end up with a lot of inventory left over because they are priced affordably, and that's a 30-day supply. The next one is our Fast Start bonus. And here's the great thing about our Fast Start bonuses is in the month of January, to help you kick your business into high gear and to start earning maximum amount of money, they're going to triple your Fast Start bonuses all the way up to $150. And you can do that with as many people as you can share. But the great thing about it is that we have a plan for you guys. We have a very simple plan for you to follow. It's called the 2x2 plan. Get to and help to. We're going to help you get to people, and then you're going to help them get there to people. And following that system, you can max out this compensation plan at incredible rates. Within the next 12 months, you could be living a totally, totally different life. The next way of getting paid, now there's over 10 different ways of getting paid, but I'm just going to give you guys the highlights of them. So the first, you have your Fast Start bonuses, sharing the vision with other people and getting them involved in your team. Now, first of all, before I go a little bit deeper, why do you even want to do that? Why would that even make sense to you? And I'll tell you why. Because this economy is really driven by customer recommendations. You know, think about it. The last time you went to Amazon, what do? You look at the reviews, right? You look at the good ones, the bad ones to help you make decisions. We are always relying on our friends and families to help us make decisions. Why? Because there's so much information out there, you can get totally bogged down in the details. But if you have someone who says, hey, look, I stopped smoking, you can stop smoking too. That is something that is beyond any type of marketing that you can ever use. And so if you want to get into the 21st century and you want to learn how people are really creating lots of wealth, you don't want to get on board of network marketing and build yourself a team, okay? So the next way of getting paid are these cycle bonuses. And basically it just means that you follow the 2x2 system. And as people start to join your organization, these are people that you don't even know, right? These are people who can live in Japan. These are people who can live in Mexico, people who can live in Dubai. And they can join your team, use our integrated system, and you can make up to $35,000 a week following the 2x2 system, guys. That's how simple it is. And that's why this opportunity is so incredible. Of course, Miss Jeannie can see how she can take her new experience with these sprays and her newfound freedom from cigarettes and start to translate that into a wealth-building opportunity. And now my background is in business, okay? So I'm always looking at the numbers. I love numbers. I like, tell me what it really is. And this is the part of the compensation plan that I was just like, I'm done. Sign me up. I'm ready to go. It's creating that passive residual income. What is passive residual income? That is income that you can earn while you're sleeping. That's income that you can earn while you're out on the beach. That's income that you can earn doing whatever it is that your heart desires. This is the income that we are all dreaming about. And you can max out and get $150,000 a month of passive residual income with Team Effort International. And that is not something that I'm just saying because I think it sounds cool. That's something that people are actually doing because this compensation plan has been around for over 12 years. Did you know that most network marketing companies, 99.9%, fail within the first year? And we are talking about a company that's been around for 12 years who is launching a revolutionary product. Why am I saying that? Because people are going to realize that when you can take 20% absorption in a pill and exchange that for 98% absorption with an intraoral spray of high-quality ingredients, people are going to make the switch absolutely unequivocally without a doubt. And because of that, people are continuing to consume the products whether or not they run their business. Miss White didn't have to join. She could have just continued to use the product, and you still would have gotten paid up to $150,000 a month. That's why I get so excited. But here's another thing. Let's say you want to create a lifestyle for yourself. Let's say you want to live that life that you see on TV. You don't have to live vicariously through TV people. You can have as little as 75 people in your organization get a $600 car payment for the BMW, Mercedes, or Tesla of your choice. This is always the part where people start to realize their dreams. This is always the part of the presentation where people say, I've been living paycheck to paycheck. I've been doing this, go to school, get a job, get a career, retire on a 60% of what wasn't even enough to live off in the first place, and realizing that that's a joke. I'm sorry, it's just not. When you start to have your own business and you can start to create business that will create passive residual income, this is the part where people start to get excited because you know what? It's not about the money. It's about the freedom to do what you want to do. It's about the freedom to wake up with your passion instead of an alarm clock. It's the freedom to go after your dreams and not be afraid because you have income that's coming in every single month. And you get the opportunity to share it with someone like Miss White and literally change their life. That's why I get so excited. So how do you get started? How do you join this team and be a part of this revolutionary movement? All you got to do is invest $400 into your future. That's only $400 into your future. If you're sitting here saying like, whoa, Nikisha, seriously, $400? I can't even pay my rent. How am I going to do $400? Let me tell you this. When I first got into network marketing, it was a couple of years ago, I did not have the money to get into network marketing. I didn't. I'll be honest with you. I didn't have the money. But you know what I knew? I knew that I had to make a change for the life of my family and for my future because if I kept doing what I was always doing, I would always get what I always had. So I made a leap and I made a jump. And from there, we were able to get a new car. We were able to get a new house. We were able to do so many things that I wouldn't have been able to do if I hadn't have believed in myself and made that investment. And this $400 investment is not money that you're giving to the company. No, you're going to exchange that $400 investment for $600 worth of products to start your business. So you can be like Ms. Moore and start to share this with as many people as you can find. That's what makes this a total win-win situation. Great product combined with a stable, reliable company that has a phenomenal compensation plan means that you can now go out there and live the life of your dreams. And all you have to do is say yes to your future. All you have to do is say, yes, I am willing to take a chance. I'm willing to be coachable and trainable. Show me the way. And we will teach you our 2x2 system and get you started to financial freedom. Back to you, Mr. T.
Woo! Man, this call is on fire. Nikisha, thank you so much. Taking it up another notch. Oh, man, folks, right now is where we would stop and hand out the applications and you would sign up. But let me do this real quick before we close out the call. I know we got a few minutes left, and I can't pass up taking it down to Houston, Texas, where they keep it hot with the razzle, dazzle, brazzle folks. They've been in this industry 15-plus years. built huge organizations, 10 to 15,000. They've made the big money. They've been successful, and they are over here with 10, with us, just blowing it up, living the dream. I'm going to turn it over, Doc. I don't know if you on or Dr. Rosie on, but I'm going to turn it over to Houston, Texas, to the Razzle, Dazzle, Brazzle. Go ahead and take it away for a few.
All right, Mr. T. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can, sir.
All right, awesome. I tell you, well, you got the razzle. The dazzle is, of course, here also, but I'm going to try to razzle and do a little dazzle with you. Boy, I tell you, after this call, so far from what I know the people that are on this line, I mean, wow, Miss White. I'm talking about side effects. That's when people ask me about these sprays. They say, what are the side effects? That's one of the side effects. May keep you from smoking. You know, think about that. That's very powerful. You know, when these sprays, I just got to share this right quick because every time I hear these testimonies, I'm getting them all the time. You know, it's changing people's lives, not only with their health, but you heard Nikisha Barnes talking about this income that you can make, and this is real. This income is real. Me and my wife, we are witness to this and what God has done to us in this industry, in the MLM business. And I'm going to talk about that too, but timing is so important. Some of you may remember the times when we had record players or 45s, what they call them. You know, some of us that's on this phone, you know, a few of us at least I'll say. But then if you notice, it moved to the 8-track tapes, okay? Then cassette recorders, and then the DVDs, CDs, now MP3s. If you notice the trend, if you notice everything is being more convenient, everything is getting faster. That's what these sprays are. The timing couldn't be any more important. We have people that can't take pills, don't like taking pills, don't want to mix up all these juices and powders and all the things that they have out here that are still making money in the healthcare industry. Now, let's look at another thing, this industry. Some of you may say, well, I can't do that. That's not the industry to be in. Let me ask you this. You know Warren Buffett? He's one of the richest, probably wealthiest people in the world. Now, you may not know that he's involved. He purchased network marketing companies, Kirby and Pampered Chef. How about Roger Burnett, Family Earns Burberry, multi-billion-dollar clothing corporation? They bought Shackley, one of the oldest MLM nutritional companies. How about Michael Johnson, former CEO of Disney? Now he runs Herbalife, a huge MLM company specializing in nutritional and weight loss products. What about Citigroup, one of the largest banks in the world, owned Primerica, an MLM company that was originally started by A.L. Williams? Can you see the trend? Companies now are moving their products and services through people, and it's much more effective than these commercials paying some of these celebrities millions of dollars to only get a minimum result. Now, you know the industry is the right industry. Now, why? What is your why? A lot of people, and I talk to them many times, and I see what's the effects of many people that are retired today, especially in our seniors. They worked 40 and 50 years to retire on incomes of $1,200 or a little bit more than that, which is just ridiculous with the cost of utilities and gas and everything. Fortunately, gas prices have gone down a little bit, but now keep that in mind now. We worked all our lives to retire on $1,200 a month. We're talking about coming in a business and working for a year or two. And again, this is not a sprint, marathon or sprint. This is a marathon. You can get in this industry and work, do something that you don't want to do, I always say, and I've heard it said before. Do what you don't want to do for a year or two, and so you can do with the rest of your life what you want to do with the rest of your life. Be able to take the family on a trip around the world, your parents, your grandparents, or whoever, friends. Be able to go and get that home that you always wanted on the lake. You know, what about that new car? What about if you had a new BMW or Mercedes or Tesla, the company paid for. These things are happening in this industry, and it starts out with just 2 people. We know it. We started out with a total of 12 in our company, grew up to tens of thousands of people just by spreading the gospel, the good news. And we definitely got some good news if you heard it previously and on these other calls. Now, you know what I tell everybody? I said, you got to believe again. You got to believe in yourself. You got to start back to dreaming. And not only start back to dreaming, but you got to see yourself doing this. You got to see yourself being healthy. You got to see yourself having those things. And because nothing happens unless it happens in your mind first. That's very important for the people that are on this call and the people that you're going to come in contact with. There's nobody out here that's, I guarantee you, that's satisfied with their current situation or income. I know this for a fact, but they've given up. Just think about it. If we just had Martin Luther King's birthday here, celebration or day here recently. Now think about it. If Martin Luther King had given up and stopped dreaming, think about Abraham Lincoln would have stopped dreaming and believing. Think about Barack Obama if he would stop believing and dreaming. That's what can happen. We have things that are about to happen in this business with this company with 10. We want to bring you out of that rat race. We want you to join 10 and win. We want to sign you up in the NBA. We want you to never be broke again. We want to then retire you in the NFL, no financial limits. Because remember, you were designed for success by our Creator. But unfortunately, some of us have been programmed for failure. Let's get rid of that virus in your minds that keep telling you can't do it, or I'm not good enough, or I don't have a right education, or whatever it is that you've been listening to. It's time to build your dreams again. Thank you, Mr. T.
Thank you, Dr. Reginald. As always, so much appreciate hearing from you. And folks, you heard it all. You heard a little bit about our company, 12 years old, debt-free. You heard about our amazing sprays. Thank you so much, Nikisha. You heard about the money. Nikisha, Hollywood Bonds broke it down. You heard our vision with Dr. Reginald Razzle Dazzle Brazzle. And then you heard an amazing testimony from Miss White in Columbus. I mean, amazing, amazing. Never heard anything like that. And I've been in this industry 15 years, folks. We have $1 million testimonies right now. And you know what's going to happen in the next year or two? We're going to have some millionaires here with 10. I want to encourage it. I know it sounded like we had a lot of brand new people on the call tonight. Make sure to get back with the person that invited you to this call. Sign up tonight, and let's get this party started, folks. This is the right place at the right time. As well, we'll have another call. We have these calls right here every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. As well, there are morning motivational calls at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you plug into both calls. Plug your prospects in. Make sure you plug in, and we'll see you all at the top. One amazing call tonight, folks, and if you're listening to this link, we encourage you to join our family. Again, thank you all so much. Get back with the person that invited you. We'll see you all at the top. God bless, and this call is officially over. Woo!